Okay, geometry students, let's look at Unit 2, Lesson 1, Congruent Parts, Part 1. So our three goals are, I can identify corresponding parts from a congruent statement. So we will get congruent statements of saying two things are equal or congruent, and then we have to pick out, okay, these parts match up based off of the statement. I can use rigid transformations to figure out if figures are congruent. So using a transformation, we can take one figure and move it to the location of the other figure, and by putting them on top of each other, we should be able to tell whether they're congruent. I can write a congruent statement. If we're told two figures are congruent, we can then write a statement that says this is how they're congruent so that their corresponding parts are matched up. All right, so corresponding parts of a figure and image that are taken onto each other through a rigid transformation. In this case, I have triangle ABC and triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. And if we transform it along the directed line segment AA prime, it would take segment AB on top of segment A prime, B prime, meaning that they correspond to each other because they would be on top of each other there. All right, for tomorrow, you have a notice and wonder to think about. So we want to have two notices. Remember, that's just things that you look at and kind of pop out to you. And wonders are, we want to have two questions that you want more information about based off of the pictures you see. So we have this quadrilateral PQRS called A. We have quadrilateral P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime called B right over here in the right. Then we have quadrilateral P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime. That's C on the left bottom here. And then D on the right bottom, we have P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime also. So look at the four quadrilaterals, come up with two notices and two wonders. Bring those to class tomorrow. They're going to start our discussion. Thanks.